Good day, sisters and brothers. This is the professor on the soapbox today. It's January 6th. And quite frankly, I'm angry. I'm pissed off, to be frankly about it. I don't like to use that term, but I am. I'm pissed off. Why? Because Kamala Harris has the ugly duty. I call it the ugly irony of January 6th, certifying the election of an insurrectionist. That's what our dear beloved sister has to do today, is to execute her duty to do same. 4 years ago, we remember today a MAGA insurrectionist mob stormed the U.S. Capitol at the direction of Donald J. Trump. The goal was to stop the certification of Joe Biden as president, the duly elected president of the United States of America. In fact, the mob, or at least Commandante, or whatever his name is, the Orange Man, aka Agent Orange, urged Pence to stage an electoral coup. That's what it was going to be. An electoral coup. Change the outcome of the Electoral College. But of course, it failed because Vice President Pence, to his credit, actually said, I've been with you, but that's too far. Trump spent 4 years spreading the big lie that the election was stolen, denouncing Pence and anybody who would not agree with him, and took a whole lot of his MAGA people with him, including those who are in Congress of the United States right now, who accepted the alternative fact, the real fake news that the election was stolen. This was indeed to galvanize his grievance-laden, racist, and white supremacist-infected MAGA base. That's right. We should never forget that on that day, 4 years ago, one of the leaders held high the Confederate battle flag and planted it in the middle of the Capitol Rotunda. If nothing else, that made it very clear where many of these people stand in terms of their perspective on Black people and people of color. Today, Vice President Kamala Harris has pledged to execute her duties to certify the peaceful transfer of power by presiding over the certification of the election of the 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, a convicted felon who has vowed to pardon hundreds of January 6th insurrectionists as heroes and prisoners of war. That's really an insult. That's what he's going to do, because he's going to make sure that he galvanizes his base. It's a real election because he won. Had he not won, we know what would be going down. But sisters and brothers, we know who we are. We know the tradition that we come from. Truth crushed the earth, must and will rise again. Our mission as Africans in America, as Black people, is to educate, mobilize, and organize to defeat the Orange Man and Agent Orange and the MAGA mad movement, MAGAism. It's the enemy. John Henry Clark said it. White nationalism is the enemy of Black nationalism. Translated, the interests and aspirations, the legitimate interests and aspirations of Black people. All of these years of fighting through the Black freedom struggle, all of the blood, sweat, tears, trials, and tribulations, and triumphs that we've gone through. We ain't going back, as Kamala Harris said. Sister was, she didn't have much of a chance, really. Maybe he made some errors in here and there, but she was right. We ain't going back. We should not go back. And so we must defeat MAGAism. 2025 must be the year. 2025. This is the 100th year of the birthday of El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, our Black shining prince, Malcolm X. We say we must defeat MAGAism and the Orange Man, aka Agent Orange, by any means necessary in order to move forward in the Black freedom struggle which is a struggle for the liberation of Black people and all oppressed humanity, because that's who we are as Black people in the spirit of Ma'at. So let's get busy in honor of Malcolm during the course of this year. We ain't going back. Thank you.